Hey everyone, I'm Tim and this is my channel 40 Times Around. I just met up with my buddy Bob yesterday and we are getting ready to go ride through Yellowstone. Specifically, we're going to ride Beartooth Pass. I'm super excited. This is one of my favorite roads in the United States. Super twisty, really high up, and just gorgeous views. To be honest with you, it puts me a little bit out of my comfort zone. I don't mind heights up to a certain point, but when you start feeling like you're on the edge of the earth, that starts kind of dropping my stomach a little bit. So I'm pretty excited to show Bob because he's actually never been up there. So we just camped out last night. We got a bunch of rain and then we got woken up by chainsaws. The Forest Service Department was out clearing some wood this morning, very early. So we got a pretty good early start this morning. So that's the bright side of that. We're just trying to pack up all of our wet gear, and tents are soaking wet, everything's wet. We're going to probably go grab a coffee, gas up, and head into the park. I'm anticipating quite a long line to get in. We were in West Yellowstone yesterday, that's where we kind of met up, and it's just packed with people. So I'm looking forward to getting through that portion of it, and hopefully Beartooth isn't quite as bad, because I think most people kind of gravitate towards, you know, Old Faithful and the Sulphur Pits and the whole like western loop of the park, which we're going to kind of avoid today, and check out the eastern side, which I've never really been to. There's a lake over there and a bunch of other stuff. Anyways, we're going to jump into all of that right after this. Some of you should be pretty thrilled to see that this will be the first vlog with the new windscreen. I got rid of the blacked out windscreen, so now I just have a semi-tinted windscreen, which is hopefully going to be a lot better for the videos. Although I did notice, I do still, now I have a hard time reading my GPS. But I don't use this one very much, mostly I use this one, so.
Yeah. Where are we going? Here?
No. We follow the river in, and then we come up here. Beartooth goes like that. And then we'll come back down around and see this lake, because we've never actually seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is beautiful, isn't it?
It's a pretty picture. Alright, this is the Elks winter range. They moved on. Where should they be?
Considering how crowded it is, it's not terribly slow moving in terms of the traffic, other than the one construction zone that we got caught up in. And we've been moving at a decent pace, but it is quite crowded. So we're on the beginning of Beartooth heading east. We're gonna go out and back, at least that's the plan. We've just been kind of having a pretty relaxed day, just like stopping at all the sites and anything that doesn't look too crowded, at least, and checking it out. Seeing a lot of stuff I haven't seen in the park before, a couple waterfalls and sulfur pits. So we ended up getting a hotel last night. We met up with my friend Jeff, who I had met just recently at Rocky Mtn Roll. We rode over Beartooth Pass, which was amazing. We had so much fun enjoying the views and the twisties and the curves and the switchbacks. It's such an awesome road. So we made it into Red Lodge, I think it's called, Red Lodge, Montana. We ended up grabbing dinner together and deciding we would all stay over because there was a thunderstorm rolling in. So we all stayed over in Red Lodge, and we're going to ride back over Beartooth now, split up from there. Bob and I are going to head south, do the rest of the national park that we wanted to see, which is really the backside of things. We're not going to be doing Old Faithful or any of that. And then we're going to pop down through the Tetons and go find somewhere to camp as we kind of make our way down to Colorado. We need to be in Colorado in a couple days, so 2 days. So we got a bit of ground to cover today and tomorrow, and I'm anticipating some crowds getting out of the south entrance to the park because I know that is probably one of the more popular ones. But hopefully leaving the park that way won't be so bad. I know when we were coming out of the park on the east side, heading towards Beartooth, there really wasn't anybody in line trying to get into the park. So we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna have a little breakfast, pack everything up. I gotta answer a few emails and comments, and then we're gonna hit the road, go check out Beartooth, going the other way this time. That was amazing. I actually was I was tearing up a little bit coming up that, right towards like probably the 3/4 mark coming up the hill. I just saw this view of just these like mountains with snow on them, and it's just beautiful here. What an epic landscape. And there were like some bikes off in the distance I could see coming up some of the switchbacks, and man, it just took my breath away. It's absolutely stunning here. So beautiful. I was really getting emotional, to be honest with you, and wow. What a gift. What a beautiful, beautiful place. I am thoroughly convinced that coming west is the better way to go. Both directions are absolutely beautiful, but coming up the eastern slope, going west, what a climb up that was. I think it just flows better in that direction. The scenery seems to be like you're looking in the right direction going west. That was fun. I got all my passing over with right in the beginning before it started getting real twisty, and then pretty much had the road to myself. What a blast. What an absolute blast. There's some mountain goats over there. I don't want to get too close to them, but they're just kind of roaming around. See if I can get some pictures of them. So Jeff's still with us. We're gonna ride down the other side, down, and try this road I saw on the map that has a ton of curves and twists and turns on it. So we're gonna check that out, take that down into Cody, Wyoming, split up with Jeff from there, and Bob and I will head back into the park from the east entrance, see the lake and everything that we missed, and head down to the Tetons. So we got quite a bit of beautiful scenery to look forward to today, and a lot of riding ahead of us. We got a pretty big day. We have to be in Cedar Ridge, Colorado by Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, and it's Wednesday late morning. So it's going to be a bit of a push. But I am having an absolute blast. I'm going to walk back over and meet up with them and get back on the road.
Give us the Bible. You like that deer?
Yeah. You saw that kind of late, didn't you?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna hit it.
There was a deer?
Yeah.
Full deer right in the middle. Well, you know, I was kind of watching it, so I had my foot like right near the brake, and I don't know, I just kind of, yeah, that's so true.
I saw it on the bank. I'm thinking,
He's not slowing up.
yeah, he's not slowing up. He doesn't see that deer.
But then I looked because he's always told me there's more than one.
Usually.
Yeah, and he was all by himself. It was kind of close. Was it? Well, you saw it. It was close? Yeah. Because he was kind of like right here.
This side's better. Okay, little update. Yesterday we split up with Jeff. And he left from the gas station, and just after he left, I reached into my pocket to get everything ready to go into the national park. I was carrying my ID, my license, Bob's license, and the park pass so that we could do it all in one shot. And we just pull through together at the entrance, and I couldn't find them. And we pulled everything apart at the gas station, spread everything out. It was not good. We ended up getting a hotel that kind of like just literally pull everything out and look for them. Called the hotel we had stayed at the previous night. They didn't see it. We called the restaurant we had eaten at. They didn't see it. It was just nowhere to be found. And yep, so I lost both of our driver's licenses and also the park pass. The driver's license, not a huge deal. I had a picture in my phone of my driver's license. Bob downloaded a temporary on his phone, so we're good with that. But the park pass, that's kind of a bummer because now I gotta go spend another $80 that I don't really have right now. So that set us back a day. We decided, you know, let's just slow it up. We had a deadline to be in Colorado at a certain time. We're gonna just show up a couple days late, and you know, we were meeting up with some friends down in Colorado, and unfortunately we just won't get to spend as much time with them as we wanted to. So anyhow, we're heading back into the park, anticipating quite a bit of a crowd. We're in Cody, Wyoming. It's very crowded here. And then from there, we're gonna keep heading down through the Tetons by the end of today. Stay somewhere south of that. So that wraps up the Yellowstone and Grand Tetons video. Where are we right now? We're in Pinedale, Wyoming. And we're heading down to Colorado. So we're gonna wrap up this video here and kind of pick up the next one. So anyways, had an absolute blast riding through Yellowstone and the Grand Tetons with Bob. What did you think of that ride, Bob?
Nice.
What was your favorite part?
Beartooth Pass.
Beartooth Pass was pretty awesome. Did you like it better going east or west? Coming back over the second day, or
Coming back over?
Yeah, me too. I think going west was the better way to go for that road.
And staying on the top where the guys were skiing.
Yeah, that was really cool, walking around up there and exploring, because the last time I went to Beartooth Pass, it didn't really get off the bike. So it was nice to get up there and walk around and see the mountain goats and all of that.
Oh, then the hidden waterfalls in Yellowstone, that one we walked down to.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite places in Yellowstone, and you don't remember that from the first trip.
No, that first trip's a blur.
Yeah. Bob and I, about 6 years ago, was it? 7 years ago? About 7 years ago, we took our first motorcycle trip together. The first big motorcycle trip from New York across the country, all over. And Yellowstone was the first real exciting place, other than the Badlands. Badlands was pretty cool, but for me, the trip really started at Yellowstone, and the first place we put our feet down was that waterfall. And that's always been kind of a special place for me that I go back and visit whenever I get the chance. So.
And the twisties were nice through Yellowstone.
Yeah.
The rainstorm was nice through Yellowstone.
I actually really like that Cheif Joseph Pass too, which I don't think I filmed too much of, but that was really beautiful.
That was a surprise.
We were having a heck of a time on that road.
That was pretty cool.
Meeting up with Jeff was pretty cool too.
Yeah, he's a super
nice guy. Really nice guy. Any other final thoughts?
No, that's it.
That's
I'm
it.
heading, we have 400 miles to go that way.
Yeah, we're in for a pretty long day. Not a lot of exciting scenery today either.
Yeah, well, we're heading to Cedar Edge.
Cedar Edge. So once we get into Colorado, that should be pretty cool. We got some zipping around there to do. Rocky Mtn National Park, Black Canyon. Which one are you looking forward to more, you think, out of those two? Because you've been to both of them.
What's the two?
Rocky Mtn National Park and Black Canyon of the Gunnison.
Black Canyon of the Gunnison. That's where you go down in the hole.
That's a pretty good one, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Although Rocky Mountain's pretty neat too.
I know, that's where I saw a moose.
That's where we went through the hailstorm.
Yeah, a little snow and hail at the top of the Rockies. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah. It's
cool.
It's nice.
Yep. Anyways, that's it for today. If you got something out of this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already. That way you don't miss anything whenever I post something new about motorcycles, camping, travel, and adventure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ride safe. Yosemite?
Is that Yosemite in California? Oh!
Really?
Might be time for a cigarette a little further away.